Ben, coming off a game like that, what's kind of the mood of the team been the last couple of days, and how do you guys bounce back?
Well, that's the exact thing. We're just trying to bounce back. Winning every single game is hard to do, and you prepare every week like you want to do it. And so after that, we got to win out, and so that's what we're going to do, and that's how we're going to prepare.
Another tough road trip this week. How do you guys get through this kind of sluggish starts on the road that's been plaguing you guys for a year and a half?
We're not trying to really get through it. We're trying to really change that atmosphere. That has been something that's kind of affected us really just these past 2 years. So that's kind of a big emphasis on this week is winning away from home. We always try and say protect the blue, but we're going to try and go do that somewhere else now.
Do you feel anything different? I mean, you guys are so dominant here and it just hasn't carried to the road. Does it feel different at the start of the game? Is there something you put your finger on?
I don't think so. I mean, Air Force came off of a bye week, and they were completely dialed. Every single team has a chance to beat any team in the country at any point, really. So it just happened to go their way that day.
How do you look overall at the defense's performance? I mean, they had 28 points, but a couple of times they had a short field and kept them below their rushing yards.
I think we did play well, but giving up points has been a struggle for us this year. We've only held one team under 20 points, and I think that's another big emphasis for us. Even if they are given a short field, we need to hold them to a field goal and not a touchdown.
You guys did seven takeaways and only got 10 points off of them, and both of those were on 10-yard fields. So sudden change defense, kind of what you guys want to see there? Yeah,
we kind of started a thing called Watch Me Now, which is just the offense, and everyone kind of watches us the first 3 plays, and so we're going out there and we're really challenged by the whole team to go out there and try and get a 3 and out or do something big for the offense. Offense, has a turnover or something like that, we go over and try to get a stop or get a turnover ourselves.
That's the defense has that Watch Me Now?
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys always going to start on defense at the beginning of games? Is that part of that? Or?
Oh, I have no idea. That's not up to me.
Just whenever you guys go on the field,
yeah.
The first 3 plays?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd that kind of come from? What motivated that?
That was Harson's idea, and we all kind of just jumped on that wagon. I like it a lot.
We talk about kind of the way that you guys came out. It seems like so far this season you've always had a little bit of a chip or a little bit of an edge. Do you feel like that was absent against Air Force?
I don't think so. Are you saying as a team or?
Yeah, overall.
I don't think so at all. I mean, like I said, any team can win any game, and so you got to go into every game thinking you're gonna win. I mean, traveling's always a difficult thing for some and whatnot, and I'm not sure exactly what it was that happened, but it didn't work out for us.
How demoralizing can it be for a defense when you see that many turnovers from the offense and having to go right back out there? I mean, the one time you guys they're at the 15-yard line after Shane's punt return and first play, you go right back out there.
It's honestly kind of fun. I mean, playing defense is our job, so getting put in different situations like that is fun for a defense, and it really sees our inner core and what we're really made of.
You look at Nevada, obviously, a talented mobile quarterback. What did you see from Cody Fajardo last year, and what do you expect this year?
Well, just like you said, I mean, talented quarterback, mobile, and he has another year under his belt now, which is even better for them.
What's similar or what's different about playing the 2 quarterbacks? Because you had a mobile quarterback this past week in Air Force as you're looking at Pearson versus Fajardo.
Well, just really the different offenses. I mean, this past week it was more a running back there with the triple option they had, and this week's more of an actual true dual threat quarterback.
How much more challenging is it playing against a quarterback that can actually move try to run and get yards?
Well, I mean, it's just like having Grant back there. You got to think about the whole aspect of having someone in there where you have everyone downfield covered, but can have that aspect where he could just take it down and make something happen with his feet.
What makes their offense so tough to kind of defend? I mean, I know that the option is tough for Air Force, but Nevada, I know that they don't. How do they do it? That makes it tough to defend.
It's just like any offense. I mean, everyone has their own niche that they try to do. I mean, we do a lot of shifts and motions, and they have a real physical offensive line and a talented quarterback and different things that they try and do to, make the defense on edge.
How do you feel like you guys, as a defense, you guys have been pretty effective of not allowing touchdowns in the red zone? Nevada has been, darn near 100% in the red zone this season. So, how have you guys been
I mean, it's gonna be the same game plan as every year or as every game, and that's keep them out of the end zone. I mean, it's kind of a different, almost not a different mentality, but it's kind of like that fourth down mentality. Once they do get in their end zone, it's every effort you have to keep them out and hold them to a field goal.
You guys were without your 4/5 your starting secondary last game. Tyler's out, some other guys are banged up. I mean, how have you seen some of these other guys and kind of the defense as a whole kind of pick up and play with us and having some of those key guys?
Well, that's good. That's a good thing that we have depth. It's worked out well for us. It's definitely not good to have that many guys out, and I think after this week we have the bye week. It will be a really great chance for us to get a lot more people healthy and have them back.
You just haven't had a lot of times around here that there's question about who the quarterback is, and in the locker room, is it weird when you go through something like that?
I don't think so. I mean, Grant is a natural-born leader, and in the locker room he's a leader. On the field he's a leader, and I think he's going to continue to do that.
Doing some on Tanner Vallejo, and so you saw flashes of it last year, but really off to a great start this year. What stands out about him?
He's just a great all-around player. I mean, he flies around the field, makes big plays, and does his job. I mean, that's all a test to Coach Avalos as well. I mean, he's been a spectacular coach for us this year.
As a defensive guy, you see other defensive guys, Brock Hecking, maybe getting more attention than any other defensive player in the league. What does he do that makes him so dangerous?
I'm not sure. I mean, probably just watching the film and doing your job, and that's really a big thing. Is a lot of people don't think of it, but if you do your job really well, you can stand out extremely a lot in the league and in college football too as well.
Playing in Reno seems to be something that Bronco people don't like to do. But is Reno kind of a different place to play? Or?
I personally haven't played there before yet, but I'm excited to. Going to venues like that is exciting. It's like playing at Fresno. The first time I played there it's awesome. It's fun. It's a really cool environment to play in, especially as a defense because you get all the people talking crap to you and whatnot, and so I mean it's kind of fun.
Some of the guys that have been there told you about it or tell you what to expect?
Yeah, they said it's exciting. I mean, it's gonna be a sold out place, and having a lot of people on the team from California. I know a lot of families and friends get to go to the game, so it should be good.
You talk about trying to win out. I mean, how important is this game to kind of keep the losing streak at 1?
Yeah, we need to do that if we got to keep our goal of winning a Mountain West championship. So it's extremely important.
What do you remember about last year's game? I mean, you guys get down 17-7. I think you lose your then starting quarterback. Do you remember anything about the locker room at halftime? Because after that, you guys came out and kind of rolled them.
Yeah, I mean, you can't give up. I mean, when stuff like that happens, and a lot of times when stuff like that does happen, you have that spurge of energy and different stuff that goes on in the locker room. I mean, we're kind of separated, offense, defense, in the locker room, but at the end when we all come up, it's we got to win this game, and you got to find anything you can do to make that happen.
Thanks, Ben.
Yep.